The Sunday dinner chef will make you feel fine. Sit down, let's have a drink and enjoy the show.
Well, happy St. Patty's Day, everybody. Today on hashtag St. Patrick's Day Foods collaboration, I am going to be making pastrami on rye. Here's the twist. It's going to be done keto-style, so I'm bringing in my other channel, Tom Garber, the Keto Cook. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. Sit back, relax, and happy St. Patty's Day. Well, I got these at a pretty good price. I was pretty happy with it, because usually these are very expensive. I don't know why, but they are. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking these out of the packages. I'm going to rinse them off real good. I'm going to try to take as much of the seasoning off it. Now, for some odd reason, they put some kind of spray on it or something to make the brining material, okay, the peppercorns and stuff, stick to it. Okay, I don't want that. I want to take it off, so I'm going to wash it all off as much as I can, get that sticky texture off it. And these are going to go into a hotel pan, and I'm going to take them and they're going to be soaked overnight. I want to get as much of the brine and as much as the salt out of these corned beefs, because here's what I'm going to be doing with them. I'm going to be turning these into pastrami. That's right. I'm going to put a coating on it. It's going into the smoker, and these are going to be some delicious, delicious pastrami. I don't know about you, but lately I haven't had a hard time with the way corned beefs have been tasting. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put it in and soak it overnight, maybe longer. Pat and Mike are sitting in their boat and they're fishing, two Irishmen. Mike looks at Pat and he says, you know what? He says, we're not catching nothing. He says, but you know what's been crossing my mind lately? You know, you see these guys on TV, they fall, they get their gear on to go diving, and they sit on the boat and they fall backwards into the water. I always wondered why they did that. Mike looks at Pat and he says, for crying out loud, if he fell forward, he'd fall into the friggin' boat. It reminds me of a little story. Mike Murphy, a little chest pain, so he goes to see his doctor. And the doctor gets done examining him and says, you know what, Mike? He says, I think you have a little heart trouble. He said, but I think we'd be all right if I give you these pills here. So Mike looks at the pills and he says, well, do I have to take them every day? The doctor said, well, you know what? You take it on Monday, skip on Tuesday, and then you take them again on Wednesday and skip on Thursday, and so on. So Mike says, okay. He shrugs his shoulders and he leaves. A week or two later goes by, the doctor's walking down the boulevard and sees Mrs. Murphy. Oh, hello, Mrs. Murphy, how you doing? And how's Michael doing? She says, oh, doctor, Michael passed away last week. He says, oh my God, I'm very sorry to hear that. What happened? Well, he had a heart attack. The doctor says, oh my God. He said, I gave him pills to take. She says, yes, doc, the pills were fine, but all that bloody skipping like to kill him. Okay, in this jar here, I mixed up some of the components that's going to go on top of the pastrami, okay? And what it is get a paper and pencil. Here we go, quick. 4 tablespoons of coarsely ground black pepper. Also 4 tablespoons of ground paprika. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of ground mustard. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of granulated garlic, 1 tablespoon of minced onion, 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground rosemary, a teaspoon of ground thyme, also 2 teaspoons of coriander, and here's the champ right here, cumin. I did 2 teaspoons of cumin. Now, I put it into a shaker here because I'm going to gradually shake it over top of this. Now, there again, I don't want a heavy coating on it because I want the smoke to penetrate into the pastrami. And like into my big bowl here, I'm going to be sprinkling in some of this Okay, we're going to wrap these in tin foil, and then what's going to happen is they're going to sit in the refrigerator overnight, and we're going to see what they look like in the morning. What we're going to do is we're going to fire up the smoker early in the morning. Going to use some apple wood, and I'm going to try to go this with 10 to 12 hours. It's going to smoke. I'm just going to use a little bit of apple wood because where I live, I can't smoke that much. So what I'm going to do is it'll get the flavor to smoke on. I'm going to take it out of the tin foil, but then later on put it back into it again. But I'm going to want to get that nice crust on it. So see you in the morning. Okay, I'm going to take them out of the, been 24 hours. I'm going to take them out of the tin foil here. I'm going to try to save some of this tin foil because I'm going to rewrap them. Oh yeah, look at that. Okay, now this is going to go on to the rack. On there. That's the bigger one. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to put it on here so we don't have no overspill. All right. Let's get the rest of them on there. I'm going to put these two on here. And then the other one right there. Now, I'm getting everything set up to be about 250 to 300. Depends on how my electric smoker works. And all right, I'm going to put them out. Applewood, it's fired up. It's been probably about half hour, 45 minutes. So. This is delicious. Let me get the official taste tester over here. This one might not last until tomorrow. Oh, there goes the fingers. Absolutely delicious. Good taste. Perfection. Came out great. I had a little doubt about my smoker. There again, I don't particularly care for an electric smoker. I'd rather the regular smoke. This is absolutely delicious. Oh, she took it from me. Okay, time to make the chaffles. We are going to be making rye chaffles, and we're going to be using some shredded cheese. Now that is sharp cheddar and Monterey Jack. Nice blend. Also, we're going to be making rye chaffles. Okay, we're going to be using caraway seeds. Like I said before, we have some pork rinds. Also some onions. And we're going to come over here and we got a couple eggs. So this batch is going to be doubled. It's going to go into the Mighty Mix. And there's the chaffle maker. Okay, Marie, let's rock and roll. Okay. Adding in all the ingredients. Now, how much of that caraway did you put in?
1 teaspoon.
Okay.
2 eggs.
That's a full cup of cheese. All right. Now there's the blend right there. Now we're going to get the irons hot. We'll take the irons, and then what we do is we'll put a little bit of oil on each one. Okay, we have double makers here, and we'll make the chaffles. So when the chaffles are all done, they're going to taste like rye bread. So I'll get out the slicer, and we're going to slice up the pastrami. We're going to get this St. Patty's Day on the road here. Okay, as you can see, the chaffles turned out perfect. Now, they actually do taste like rye bread. It's amazing. So, what I did was I made a keto version of the Sunday dinner chef, just to stay away from the bread. And St. Patrick's Day happens to have a lot of high carbohydrates, so I got to be careful. And I'm going to slice this down as thin as I can. I will take a pot of water, have it boiling. I'll put a screen over top of it and reheat the pastrami, get it nice and hot. In that bowl right there is my version of a Russian dressing. So that is actually mayo, and I use sriracha this time on it, and also some Tommy spice in there, and some cucumber. So we're going to start putting this together. Listen, thank you so much for watching. Please check out all the other collaborators in this right here. Hashtag St. Patrick's Day Food. What a great time. What a great bunch of people. Please check them out. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave a nice comment if you can. And you know what? Subscribe. You know, we try to put out some good content for all these collaborations, and they're from around the world. Okay, so let's get this thing finished right here. And if you wouldn't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. I am Tom, the Sunday Dinner Chef. I will see you next week. Take care, everyone.
The Sunday Dinner Chef will always care for you.